Hey guys, welcome back to Glass Up. So today, we've had a lot of technical difficulties in the past week. So anything that we talk about this week will be probably like 2 weeks old, especially for YouTube. Sorry guys, I'm fixing my nose ring, not picking my nose. Yeah, a lot of things will be outdated because a lot of this stuff was supposed to come out on Monday and then it didn't come out until, I don't even know, on for Saturday. What day is this going to come out? I don't know.
It's going to come out Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. It's just this whole thing. And we had a lot of technical difficulties. A lot of times one person wasn't feeling good and then the other person wasn't feeling good and it was just this thing. So a lot of things are going to be behind, but we're still going to talk about them because we still need to talk about these things because they're very important to talk about and they're things I want to talk about. So anyways, today we are here with the birthday boy, whose birthday is tomorrow. How old are you turning?
I'm not going to say.
Guess down below.
No. It's just, I don't know. This is the reason I don't celebrate my birthday. It's like a weird time of the year for me. That's why like when I walked into your house, you're like, are you feeling okay? I was like, yeah, I feel a little weird. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Every time I think about it, I know it sounds like a little too deep, but for me, it's like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not content with where I am. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, every year's passing. I'm not where I want to be. And it's just like,
that's so sad.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now.
But if you think about it, you're closer to where you want to be because eventually you'll be there and then you'll be like, oh, wasn't that bad. I'm exactly where I need to be at the right time.
I mean, yeah.
You'll feel like shit until you get there though, so sorry.
Oh, that part I'm okay with. I fully understand. It's just one of those things where you're like, fuck, I'm this age. I'll be 28. I'm shit. It's like I'm 28 and it's like, fuck, like I'm not there. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people aren't where they want. I know some, like my mom is like 45 and like still, actually I think she's older. Sorry, Mom. But she's still like, there's so many things that she doesn't have that she wants. Or like she still doesn't own a house. And she's like, oh, I just want to own a house. Like everyone's somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, but it is what it is. Happy birthday to everyone else, I guess, whose birthday it is.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Let's get into some of these topics because let's start off on a big note, actually. Let's start off on a good note.
Okay. I'm scared.
We like to do this thing on Glass Up where we talk about things that have been canceled because it seems like every week there's something new that's canceled. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't even say this week, but this time around on what's canceled this week is Disneyland. Okay. There's a new Snow White ride.
Okay.
And they're canceling the ride.
Why?
Because of the non-consensual kiss from Prince Charming to Snow White.
Huh? It's not consensual? I never watched it.
She was sleeping. Was she not? Snow White? Was it Sleeping Beauty?
No, Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, Snow White. What happens to Snow White? It's something about Snow White. Was it? I don't know. It was some Snow White thing with the prince and the kissing, which was not consensual. So they're canceling it because they're like, that is SA.
That's my comment.
Oh, man. I feel like every single time there is something like this or something's canceled, we have the same response to it, but it's just like, it's almost like how much further can we push the bar?
I feel like if it wasn't such a classic and maybe it was a movie that came out now, maybe I would understand it a little bit, just because there's a huge SA movement right now. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you're taking something so classic that no one was ever offended by and you probably weren't even alive when it came out is blowing my mind. Because anyone who was alive when that stuff was coming out would not be offended. I'm not.
No.
You were definitely still in your dad's ball sack.
You probably weren't even a developed sperm cell by then.
No, your dad probably couldn't even have come yet. And you're offended over something that happened when you weren't even alive. I'm so over this. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's...
What do you think, Liv?
I'm stressed.
Why?
I just woke up from a nap. I'm trying to orient myself to get my words together. I'm just not fully functional.
She fell asleep on my Patreon live. If you guys are not over on my Patreon live, go to my Patreon live because you get to see her fall asleep in the back.
And when you try to prank her, she hears everything that happens.
Yes.
So she fakes it.
I was faking. I'm alive but I'm dead. I think it's stupid. I don't think like the movement of SA is stupid, but I think reaching as far as something that was so long ago and like a children's movie, it's a little excessive.
But think about it, man. You're not canceling the movie. You're not canceling a person. You're canceling a fucking ride.
Yeah.
That's excessive.
Is there a part on the ride that like they show that or something?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm sure like you know how like I've never been to Disney, but I've only seen like videos and shit. And you know how they have like different like sculptures and sections, like all that stuff. Like the Jurassic Park ride, there's dinosaurs, like just fucking whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's a part where they show the prince kissing Snow White or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Probably.
it's just the fact that it's a whole ride. Like, are we that low?
I don't know. Even if there was a part of the ride where that shows, why can't they just cut that part out? So they must be canceling the whole ride because they could have just cut that one part out or like killed that one sculpture. Killed it.
Killed it.
Like it's alive.
Melted it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's whatever, but let's move on to some other couple news. Bill and Melinda Gates have been divorced, and this has been such a fucking phenomenon in the news for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about it?
Well, did they say why? Or they just didn't?
They did say why, but I just want to know what you guys think about the divorce first before I tell you why.
Like, what do you mean? What do I think?
Like,
I think that I'm going to marry Bill Gates.
It's something like that. Do you think it's weird that after 27 years of marriage they get divorced?
Like just out of nowhere for what? I want to know why. Tell me why.
Okay. You guys remember Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes.
The whole thing with him that happened?
Yes.
So it came out that Bill Gates was associated with Jeffrey Epstein. Not associated in the way that he was doing what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. Associated by like they had business meetings or they've met.
And like he knew?
That's what the conversation is. He says he doesn't know. But everyone's like, if you're friends with Jeffrey Epstein to that point, to that level, you know somewhat of what's happening. Right? People say that he flew out to his island. He's saying, I'd never been on his jet. You know, and then I guess something came out where he's like, I didn't even know it was his jet or something like that. But he's saying he's never been to the island. It's just all just back and forth, right? So what happened was Melinda found this out that they were friends. And I guess she told him that she doesn't want him to be friends with him. But he continued to. And then I guess these divorce proceedings were starting since 2019. She's wanted to file for divorce about this. And it just happened, recently. Now, it went through and everything because he did not want to stop being friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Supposedly, this is what I know about it.
Who said this? Because I feel like doesn't make sense. How do you divorce someone after that long because he's friends with someone?
Well, that's what Melinda said this. That she didn't like the fact that he was associated with Epstein.
Are you sure that she's not just saying that to use it in court?
Who knows?
To find any type of leverage. Because you have to go to court to get a divorce.
Yeah, I agree. You have to go to court to get a divorce. My thing with that is 27 years, okay? It's not, you can't just like, dude, you date somebody for 2 years, it's hard to break up with them.
I know.
You're married to somebody for 27 years, you have 3 kids with them, you can't just up and leave. But then again, people are also like saying Melinda married into the wealth. Like she was some employee at Microsoft or whatever, and then she married him when he was like the richest man in the world or when he was on his way to becoming the richest man or something like that.
Did he get a prenup or no?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, you can't be that rich and not get one.
I don't know. I don't know the full details about it. I just know the fact that they're getting divorced and people are like...
Do you know how many people are probably sliding in his DMs right now?
I'm sliding his DMs.
Yeah, like what?
But also, I mean, people are making like mockeries about it. I've seen like a bunch of meme pages where these guys are like, "Hey, yo, Bill," like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like let me shine your truth. Like, just weird shit, like just like that. But Bill, as you know, weird as he is, as much as he sounds like a robot, like, you ever heard him talk?
Yeah.
His voice does not match his body.
He probably has a Microsoft chip in his voice box.
He allegedly was fooling around with little girls. Not little girls. Sorry. Wrong word. I didn't mean little girls. Like younger women.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yes. Of age, but younger. So that was...
Of age, but younger? Oh, like 18, 19, 20?
Like adults, but like way younger than he is.
I mean...
You're a billionaire.
There's a lot of younger girls that would love to talk to a billionaire.
Wants, you know what I mean?
It is a power dynamic. I get it.
Oh, 100%.
Power dynamic is 100%.
Weird.
But like, I feel like even if you didn't have money, like if you're older, like you're going to be more attracted to younger girls because that's just how it is. It's not right. I'm not saying that. But I feel like...
I agree. No, I agree. I think on with what you just said, it's true because I think what it is like when you have that much money, you think to yourself, I mean, this is going to sound so fucking bad, and I apologize for saying this, but this is what I feel like it is, and I've heard other people say it too, is you have that much money, right? You can literally get any girl in the world. Mm-hmm. Why would you be stuck with someone who's, I guess, quote unquote, less attractive than any other girl that you can
be with? I get it. It doesn't mean it's right.
No.
But I get it. I get it. You know what? I would hate being a billionaire. Mm-hmm. Or even a millionaire. Because it's like, you wake up and what do you have to do? Nothing. You have like no purpose. Like you have nothing to strive for. Mm-hmm. You have everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I would never want is so much money that I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. So. I would just give it all away.
Yeah.
I don't know how people have all that money and like don't just like, how come Jeff Bezos hasn't given us all like at least $1,000? Tell me.
Well, because he doesn't have that much money in his checking account. It's all stocks. It's not like he has like whatever he's worth just sitting in his bank account that he can withdraw and deposit whenever. It's all stocks.
I don't care. He still has a lot of money. It's like, do something with it.
True. But this is why I respect his ex-wife, right? She got divorced. She married some teacher, okay? Changed his fucking life. Okay, you go from a teacher's salary to now a billionaire overnight.
Dude, imagine being like, yeah, I'm with Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Dude, she's hot.
Is she?
She's pretty hot.
Wow.
Like, she's pretty hot.
I don't know what she looks like.
She's hot. But what...
Can I search her up?
Yeah,
you keep
ahead.
talking.
Go ahead. So, she married this teacher, but what she did is because she knew all the money that she got, she didn't earn that money. She married Jeff. Well, she's been with Jeff since before Amazon even popped off, right?
Right.
He made the money. He, built the company, everything. But...
Okay,
oh,
go
yeah,
off.
she's cute.
Yeah.
He's fucking not.
He's not at all.
He looks like...
He's bald-headed.
Say it.
What's the one guy? The short guy.
Let me see.
I'm trying to think of.
Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, he looks like
What do you mean?
Well, just keep talking.
So she knew that, all this money when she gets divorced, she's going to have all these billions of dollars. So what she did, she gave it away for charity. Oh, no. You found it?
What?
Oh, my God.
Doesn't he?
He does not look like that.
Yes, he does.
What, because he's bald-headed?
No, watch. See his eyes and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the pictures up on the screen so people can see what we're talking about.
That's
fucking hilarious.
Know it. You know it.
He does. Just a lot skinnier, though. All right. Let's move on. People are going to be like, what the fuck are we doing? I'll put the pictures up on screen.
Okay.
But yeah, she's giving her money away in like donations and charity and stuff. Whereas Melinda's most likely pocketing all her money. Get over it.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. It's just crazy, because they're both bald.
You imagine Jeff now is like
bald guy.
Jeff starts taking photos and he starts doing this shit. Oh my God.
Okay, pull it together. I'm here.
What happened?
Okay.
All right.
People will get it one day.
Hopefully sooner than later.
I don't know what's happening.
I need to leave stage. Go ahead.
She's giving her money away in donations and all that stuff. And what people are saying is, obviously they respect her a lot more for this, right? But the thing with Bill and Melinda, I don't know. Just the fact that he was associated with Epstein is obviously in itself fucked up. Found out that because she uses as a reasoning to divorce him, if you date back like maybe 2017, 18, or I don't know when it was, like prior to even the divorce proceedings were happening, they both used to meet with Jeffrey Epstein.
So that was my question. I was going to say, is he under fire? Because if he's under fire, do you think that she's trying to divorce him to just get out of the entire like questioning about like him being, because she doesn't want to be involved. She's like, fuck this, I don't want this.
Yes. And that's one of the biggest conversations that are happening, right? Is because before it came out that they both met with Jeffrey Epstein to have these meetings or whatever, she said, I want to get rid of him because of his association with Jeffrey Epstein. But then after all this stuff happened, all this stuff came out, then it came out that, oh, Melinda, you were also meeting with him. You also knew him. You also were in his little circle.
Yeah.
So it's just a weird thing to me, man.
There has to be more to the story because it
100%.
just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that Bill...
I want to know if she's getting half his money.
Me too. I want to know. But
I would love to know.
Imagine.
Because I'll marry her.
You'll marry her? That's
Yeah,
a lot.
I'll marry him or her.
Yeah. I mean, they have a hot daughter, dude. One of the daughters is really hot. She's like a redhead. She's gorgeous. I don't even want to say hot. Like, she's beautiful.
How old is she?
Like 23, 20. No, she's like 25 or 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when you said hot daughter. I was like, wait.
And also, I mean, if I had that much money, I'd be hot too.
Yeah, explain the other two children.
Some people just don't care about looks, though. Some people don't.
Me.
See, I'm super vain. If I see a problem with myself, I fix it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's why I'm so gorgeous.
Which is why I look like I got hit by an excavator. Shout out to Jeff Whittick. I'm kidding.
Oh my
God! I'm kidding. It's a joke.
That was funny.
Go off the whole look thing. That's why my hair is like this now, because I got a comment. I love addressing these hate comments because this is so new to me.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna just address them.
Okay.
Some girl said I looked so sweaty in the last episode that it was like creepy. Okay, and I watched it back. I don't look sweaty.
I've never seen you look sweaty, be sweaty.
I don't know, but now my hair's out again, and I got a bandana covering my forehead because now I'm insecure.
I'm insecure. I know what for. Get it?
Yeah. One Direction. Okay, next topic. Speaking of looks, then on top of that too, because like if you saw me in the street,
Yeah.
okay, what would your first impression be of me?
Normal.
I was gonna say, I don't think, like, what?
Like, what do you mean?
Like if you saw me in the street,
I would walk by and be like, damn, that guy's fucking ugly. I'm just kidding.
okay, right?
No.
Okay. No, I know. No, but because like, okay, so I've gotten like every single person I meet, their first impression of me is you're very intimidating.
Are you talkative and happy like on the streets? Like, do you talk to people?
Are you different?
Or do you have like,
No,
an RBF or what?
No, because okay, so when I meet people for the first time, I'm not like, it depends what the setting is. Like if I'm just walking down the street, I'm not smiling big and happy, jolly, whatever, right? But I'm just like normal. But then like, if, for example, if I have my hat on or if I have my hood on, like I've had people like look at me like and back like sidestep, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I feel awkward.
I don't think you look scary.
I don't think you look scary at all.
I think you just be
Thank
normal.
you.
It's hard though because I know you. Do you think I look scary? I'm intimidating?
You got an RBF.
People say like I look intimidating when I have like my hat and my hoodies on. And the reason they say is because I'm taller and I'm a skinny kid. Like I'm really skinny. Mm-hmm. And when I have my hoodies on, for some reason, it makes me look like I have a bigger build. Mm-hmm. And people just like, for some reason, they're so scared of me, man. And I'm like, yo, talk to me for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. You'll know I'm completely not what you think I am.
Opposite, yeah.
And I don't know. I feel so weird, dude, when people be like, yo, you're intimidating. I'm like, I almost get offended.
Why? Sometimes it could be a good thing, though. It means you're confident and you carry yourself well.
Also means nobody will mess with you.
Because a lot of people think I'm intimidating and I'm really not at all.
Yeah.
Like, especially if I have makeup on and I'm in my bad bitch outfit, I look like a straight, like, I would hate me. I'd be like, you're a bitch. Like, you're stuck up. You're a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Interesting. But no, even on that, like, because I can't fight for shit. If somebody was to ever swing on me, I'm going down in a second. I don't fight.
Really?
Oh, I cannot fight, dude.
But do you think you can't fight because you've never fought? Because I thought the same thing till I fought.
Same.
I've been in one fight. I mean, I don't even know if it was a fight. It was a grade 8. Some dude was just talking shit about my parents for like 20 minutes. I just turned around and decked him in the jaw. And that was it.
Did he get knocked out?
He didn't get knocked out, but he cried. And
what a bitch.
But
What's his name?
Should I say his name?
Yeah.
Shane.
Fuck you, Shane. Pussy. Fucking pussy ass.
Anyways.
He's scared.
No.
Like, can we change the subject?
Stop. No. So I punched him in the jaw, and I felt like, oh, fuck. Because I was never like that. I was never a violent person. What did
you think he's going to go get you now?
Yeah.
No. That's not going to happen. It was
Pull up, Shane.
Whoa.
Pull up, Shane.
No, Shane.
I'll give you Karlee's address right now.
I'll deck him.
We'll be your bodyguards.
Don't
Trust
leak your
me,
address?
we can fight.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's that? Windsor Pizza?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is either, but I hope it's not an address.
It's not an address.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'll bleep it.
No, let me just say it's not my address.
It's not your address. I don't know if it's a address.
Yeah, true. Can you check it? If it's not, then you can leave it in.
Okay.
Okay. Because that would be fucked. We could literally get sued if people show up there.
Oh shit, you're right. Fuck. Don't show up there, Shane. Okay, so anyways, I punched him in the jaw and I was like freaking out because I'm like, I'm not a violent person and I didn't know what the fuck to do. I got suspended for it and I'm like, I'm never fighting again. Fast forward to when I'm like going out with friends or whatever like that. I'm like 23, 24, whatever. Every single time there was some sort of altercation, like I wore hoodies and hats for like I said on the last podcast or one podcast, I said I wore a hat for like a 2 year straight, right? I would always rock hoodies too, even like during summertime. Every single time there was some sort of altercation with my friends, whatever, I would just stand up and they would look at me and I just talk to them with a little bit of a street accent and they'll be like, yo, chill. I'm like, all right.
All right, sick. I don't believe you.
No, I swear to God. And
Would you be scared of him?
No.
Because you know me. No, I swear to God, because I told my friends the same thing. I'm like, thank fuck that my voice is strong enough that I can have some
Raise your
sort of
voice right now.
intimidation. No, because I'm gonna peak the mics. It's gonna, and I have headphones in.
Oh yeah, you see the way the audio is set up.
With audio. No, but I'm like, I told them if they ever swung on me, dude, it's game over for me.
I mean, if you can admit it,
I can fight.
I can't fight for
I mean, I can't. I don't know. I have anger problems. That's my problem, and I have a bad attitude. One time, I'm gonna tell a little story. One time, we were at this club called Bull and Barrel. Okay.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
Was this your birthday night?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Anyways, I walked past this one girl, and this one girl goes like, "KarleeSteel," says something about me, right? I ignore her.
I'm scared.
They just talk about me a lot.
Me too.
I walk by. Caitlin goes, "That girl just said your name." I'm like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yeah." So I go back. I'm like, "What's good?" I was like, "You want a picture? Is that why you're talking about me?" I was all cocky, right?
Let's go. Where's the applause? No, that's a laugh. There it is. Let's go.
So I'm like, "What's up? You want a picture?" She goes, "What are you talking about? I never said your name." I said, "Don't lie. Don't lie." And then I look at her boyfriend, I'm like, "Did she say my name?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, he's a snitch.
Then he goes, "I know who you are, but I don't lose sleep over you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And I was like, "What?"
Sorry, he said that?
Yeah. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, right?" So Caitlin comes up behind me. She goes, "I know you talked about Karlee. I heard you. And she's like, "I don't know who you are, but you better get your teeth fixed," to Caitlin. I look at her and I go, "Bah!" Right in her fucking shit. Right in her fucking shit. Her boyfriend's covering her. She's like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Fuck you, stupid bitch." And then she left, went into an Uber, came back out because she forgot something, and I started beating her ass again.
Really?
And then Olivia started fighting 3 grown men.
No, he didn't.
And they were being rude. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna stand there and let them
fighting them.
Wait.
They call me out of my name. Don't call me out of my name.
Wait. You fought 3 grown men.
2.
Because they were trying to back up her, right?
Yeah.
I think it was her.
Let's call her Peggy, okay? So Peggy got her ass handed to her by you.
Yeah, because listen, I wouldn't have fought if it was over me, but the moment you say something, Caitlin, you've met Caitlin.
Yes, of course.
She's so...
She's the pure
innocent.
soul.
Literally, she'll like, someone will be mean to her and she'll say sorry.
Yes.
And like, so do not fuck with her.
Exactly.
Because she won't have a backbone, so I gotta do it for her.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have fought over myself, though.
Exactly.
Anyways, what happened?
I was trying to talk to the boyfriend's friends. There was 2 more or 3 more, I don't know, but I only fought 2. The one
Okay, hold on. Hold on. That in itself, I only fought 2. I could have taken a whole fucking mob. I only fought 2.
The third one could have got it too, but he didn't say anything. He was smart.
Okay.
But the second one was trying to argue with me about her and got up in my face. So I told him to swing. He wouldn't. I was like, "Hit me." I kept saying, I was screaming at him, "Hit me," and he wouldn't. So then I walked away and he said, "You fucking bitch." So I turned around, bop, right in his jaw. He started bleeding. So I was about to get in the car, and my husband came to get us. And then the one friend that was standing next to him was like, "Yeah, that's why I put your fucking slut wife in the car." I said, "Bet, bop, don't talk about me." Simply, don't talk about me. So pre-warning, don't talk about me.
It was a fucking riot. Everyone at Bull and Barrel loves me though, so like the people came out and they're like, we were fighting like in the entryway. All she said is, "You gotta move it down the street."
So the security guard did nothing.
Down the street,
Let's go.
So like I was fighting a bitch. Caitlin was talking shit to the boyfriend.
Well,
she was fighting 2 guys. Everyone was screen recording, and then this stupid guy. Do you know
Say the name, I'll bleep
whisper
it.
it.
Say the name, I'll bleep it.
Oh, that motherfucker.
He started recording, right? He was like, oh, I'm going to post this on YouTube. And I said, what? For your one subscriber to fucking watch? Your mom? He was like, no, I'm going to post this for all your fans to see. I'm like, okay. And? I was like, you're going to post it and no one's going to watch it.
Who's going to watch the other one too, so.
Yeah, he was, I'll kill him. Okay, anyways.
Okay. You know what's funny though? Because my old office was right across the street from Bull and Barrel. So I probably saw your fight. You know how many?
Imagine you're working and you just peep out your window and you see Olivia fighting two men and you just moments the bitch in the face. You're like, what the fuck? Karlee and Olivia, what the hell?
Well, no, because, dude, there were so many times where, like, I would be at the, because, you know, Wednesday's their night, right? Mm-hmm. So many times I'd be at the office at like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., and I'm just hearing all this shit happen across the street. So what I would do, turn my lights off, grab some snacks, and literally just watch. It was a fucking movie for an hour.
Well,
it was great. So I probably saw your fight.
We have the craziest.
Tell him run it back.
Don't run.
Let's do it again.
Let's go.
Oh my God, we have the craziest stories. You don't even know.
Can I tell you about one story that I saw?
Yes.
So this was your, I think.
He's going to talk about the other one.
The wild child one.
I hate her.
So can I talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So me and my cousin, this is before you and I even met.
Okay.
Me and my cousin, we're just chilling in my office. We're like, yo, fucking hungry. Let's go get shawarma. There's shawarmas everywhere, right? We walk, and the shawarma place that we go to is literally, okay, so like, if my office is right here, this is the strip where all the bars and clubs are. Our shawarma spot's over here. So we have to walk through the madness. We're walking, and fuck, we see Karlee and Josh. Mm-hmm. And we see them like cornering this one girl against the wall, okay? And all I hear is, delete that fucking video. Delete that fucking video. And I'm like, where's this noise coming? I look and I'm like, wait, is that Karlee and Josh? I was like, what the hell happened? And so we're like, okay, let's just not get involved. And then we walked more, and all of a sudden we hear them get louder, and I think Miranda was with you. Someone was with you. I think it was her.
Yep.
She joined. I turned back and I look. I'm like, now there's 4 girls against this one girl pinned against the wall or something like that.
I wonder why. Because she's a fucking bitch.
Yes. I mean, I don't know what happened. I'm just saying from what
I won't.
Don't.
Bleep.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of edits in this podcast. It's
I know, and it has to come out tomorrow. That's really nice.
I know.
Okay, go.
So we're just walking, and we're like, what the hell's happening? And then that's when shit popped up. We walked maybe 20 more feet, still looking at this, and we just see Karlee beat the fuck out of this girl. Like, she grabbed her hands, like bashing her, punching her, and then her friends getting involved. Were you there, Olivia? I think.
No,
you weren't there.
I was.
I know. You were there. You were actually one of you were trying to maintain this peace. Like, one of you guys were like trying to keep her separated, but Karlee was just fucking swinging. And Josh, I love you, bro. I love you so much, but you look like a fucking chicken with your head cut off, dog. You're just like running crazy everywhere. Like, he's just running. And
Well,
and
we do not condone fighting.
not at all.
No.
Unless you're a bitch. I'm just kidding.
No violence. I'm just we were younger. Yes. Okay, we were younger. But no, and then so we're just like, okay, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going because we don't know what happened. And now you guys are in the middle of the streets and we see shoes flying, purses flying, fucking crowd circling around.
Guess what? Caitlin had a broken wrist. Caitlin had a broken wrist.
Wait, as a cause of from
she
before.
had a cast on and she
was doing that. I had a dress on with my ass out doing
my ass
this.
was out. She beat my ass after.
Well, dude, because what happened? This is what we saw. We saw you and this girl like literally wrestling in the middle of the fucking street. Okay, and we see this crowd like circle around us, and I knew Josh because me and him had just done our interview. I just met Josh for whatever, and I see this girl have you on like this UFC like.
Yes.
Dude, first of all, she's double my weight. So she's gonna
triple.
I'm leaving. Leaving stage.
I fucking hate her. Anyways,
but no, so like she had like this like weird UFC grapple hold where she's like yanking your hair and something, and then all I hear is my fucking hand. That's all I heard. And I think she was like biting your hand.
She bit through my hand.
Yes.
Listen though, my face had not a scratch on it. Was not bloody, nothing. Her face was fucking bloody as hell. Her nose was fucked.
Yeah.
All she did was keep me sane. She kept me in one position because she grabbed my hair. Like, no shit, you're gonna like that's so stupid. But anyway, she bit through my hand, and I hope I had diseases, and I hope I gave it to her. So. Yeah.
What type of psycho person bites through somebody's hand while fighting?
Other than that hand bite, I didn't have anything wrong with me other than like scrapes on my legs.
Well, that's just from the concrete, the street.
Yeah, but
itself.
she did not touch my face.
Dude, you fucking mauled her, bro. You
Goodbye.
It was like a bear, like fucking. You ever seen the Revenant? Was it is that what it is? I fucking stuttered like crazy there. It was a Leonardo DiCaprio movie where everyone's like, "Oh, the bear scene where the bear's like just mauling the fuck out of the guy." Anyways,
I hate
my cousin. He's in medical school, right? So at the time, what happened was Josh was probably like in this craze, like just my girl's hand is like bleeding like crazy, and you're like my hand. I think Keegan was also there, and they pick you up, they lay you on the sidewalk, and I'm like, bro, what's going on? And Josh literally goes like this. He's like, yo, back up. I'm like, yo, it's me, bro, chill. Like, what's going on? He goes, yo, just madness and shit, right? And my cousin's a med student. He can help. Like, what's going on? And then he goes in to help, and then he pushes my cousin. And
he was being rude.
And
he was pushing Olivia. He was pushing
everybody. And I'm like,
we don't even got to talk about that because I'll get mad again. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. And then I'm just like, all right, yo, this guy needs to like. I get the anger, the frustration. I get it. I'm like, all right, he's in a zone right now. There's no comedy because I know Josh, and when he gets in that mode, you can't turn it off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, he needs to breathe. And I look at my cousin. I'm like, you wanted a fucking shawarma just tonight, right? All this shit.
Well, did you get the shawarma?
Yeah, because what happened was we kept walking. So after that whole altercation, we're like, okay, we said bye, we said peace, wish her well, shook hands with Josh. Finally, he calmed down. We walked off. Walked a few streets down.
I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing you.
Ever. Not one time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I remember there was like a light-skinned girl with curly hair that was trying to help you and another guy that tried to run into Wild Child to get a first aid kit, but I don't remember seeing you. I can remember everything but you, sorry.
No,
I don't remember seeing you. Maybe that was when I was beating her up. It's fine.
Probably.
We love to see
Actually,
it.
no, I think you honestly, at the time when I walked away, I think you were still across the street.
Across the street?
Or so one of you guys were across the street still in her face because she walked off back across the street. I think it might have been Miranda.
She kept saying we jumped her.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, she fought me. I had no idea who she was, and she was like, KarleeSteel, and just started fighting me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know you. Yeah. But, like, the moment a girl lays a hand on me, all three of my best friends are hopping the fuck in.
Oh, obviously.
You can't just come at me and then say we jumped you.
Obviously.
Imagine having bodyguard service without paying for it. That's crazy.
It was so...
called friendship.
It was
fun.
It was so fast. I was like... My girls literally were like... It was like one punch before I could even, like, register that I just got hit. All three of them were like, fucking this bitch up. I was like, no way. And she had... All of her friends watched her get her ass beat. All of them.
You know why?
Actually, two of them left.
You know why? They're probably like me. Couldn't fight.
Well,
I can't fight either.
You just said you could.
If I'm mad, but I'm not good at it.
I mean, yeah.
I will get my ass. She beat my ass. Well, she didn't beat my ass, but like.
Beat your ass. You beat her ass pretty bad.
She didn't beat my ass, but she couldn't. I couldn't get out.
I know what you mean. I know. She has the strength. Like,
yeah.
Of a bear.
It's the fat, but yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I want to leave. Can I leave?
Anyway.
Yo, this is great. This should be like a Patreon exclusive only. Like, this is wild. So then anyway, we walk down the street furthermore, right? Some dude is running from the cops. So he comes out of, I forget what club it was, but what he did is he took the barricades they have with the red rope, whatever. Mm-hmm. He took the rope off one and had just a metal pole and threw it at a police officer.
That's why there were so many cops afterwards.
Yes.
Oh.
He threw it at a police officer and he bolted into the hotel that's across the street, the Holiday Inn or whatever.
What is Windsor?
But you know what happened? You know what happened? Because there was other people filming. There's people filming the whole thing, right? So if you watch from the aerial view, you can see what happened is as he ran, because he was drunk. He was like fucking stumbling and doing all this shit. The cop was literally walking behind him.
As he's trying to run.
No, and the cop was like 6'6". Like he was a tall motherfucker, like jacked. He just walked, like, you know in serial killer movies, they fucking walk behind you?
Yeah, they're like.
Exactly. So, excuse me. So he was just walking behind him, and when he got there, another cop came running and literally like football tackled the dude. And just grabbed it, like he tackled him, picked him up, and chucked him into the tables that were at one of the outside patios. And the other cops came, they arrested him. So like, okay, this is scene number 2. We still haven't gotten our fucking shawarma yet. We still haven't gotten
all you're doing is going down the street because I know there's shawarma places everywhere.
Well, we're going to Shawarma Palace, which is like the end of the street.
The best one, by the way.
100%. That's why. Now we get in front of the old Boom Boom room.
Okay.
Okay? Holy shit. I've never seen something like this in my life, and I kid you not, I'm not making this up.
What happened?
2 more cop cars.
So we were the first scene, okay?
You were the first scene. Then the second scene was homie throwing the pole at this officer.
Okay.
Third scene was 2 police cars surrounding this one guy who had butterfly knives.
What?
He was in the middle of the street, and he was this dude. He had like long blonde hair.
Okay.
He had like long blonde hair and like all black. He had like a trench coat and shit. Mm-hmm. And I forget, was this like your birthday time? So it was like fall time or something like that, right?
Yeah, September.
Yeah, he had like a trench coat and shit. Middle of the street, butterfly knife just fucking doing this shit. And one girl's like yelling at him. She's like, stop. And he chucked one at her. And at that point, the cops chased him down and they tackled him and arrested him.
What, dude? The cops must fucking hate. They're probably so happy the clubs are closed.
I know.
Holy. I remember one time I watched my friend get, trigger warning, stabbed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, stabbed on the ground. I walk out of a club to go to another club. Within 2 feet, I watch him fall to the ground and I'm like looking and I'm like, oh my God, that's my friend. Oh my God. And he's like this. He's holding his back. He's like, I got stabbed. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Was it like in passing or did
they were fighting? It was a huge riot.
Oh, it was a huge fight. Okay.
Yeah, it was a fight and then he like pulled out a knife.
Holy shit.
I cannot.
Bro, I hate fucking downtown wins. This is why I hate the downtown scene.
I know.
It's not fun. Like it's
not.
not. You go and you know there's gonna be some sort of fight at any time.
Yeah.
And whether you want to be a part of it or not, more than likely you will end up some part of it some way or another.
Yeah. Especially because you're drunk and everyone has a mouth and everyone has liquid courage.
Yeah.
So. Like
at one time, a bunch of Toronto people were coming to Windsor just like every weekend to party and shit. And there was a club called I'm gonna actually bleep that because fuck them. There was that club, whatever. Like a bunch of people were there, and I remember a friend of mine was also there. And he was telling me, he's like, as soon as the club closed, they came down. There was a huge drive-by shooting, and
what?
Yeah, there was a huge drive-by, and 2 people got hit. One person, nobody died. One person was in like critical condition. He survived miraculously, and a bunch of other cars that were there, like everyone's car, because they had like some fancy cars that were like in the alleyway and around the parking lot. They got fucking wrecked. But these guys from Toronto, it happened 2 or 3 weekends in a row.
What?
Did I tell you I'll never go to that club now? Is it still open or did they close it?
No, they're fucking, they're under some shit. They're closed.
Yeah.
Good. Stay close forever. Bye.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. This was a very story time.
Good
episode.
though, because we filled a lot of time.
I like it. It's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
10 more minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
We could talk about the James Charles thing. That could wrap it up. Or unless there's something that's more clickbaity.
Clickbait. You want to talk about the Dan and Nikki Phillippi thing?
Sure.
We can briefly touch on James Charles real quick. I won't play the video. We'll just touch about what it was and we'll talk about it. Basically, James Charles is playing victim again because he's being sued once again. This time not for little children, but his assistant / producer. And what's happening is she's filing a lawsuit because she's saying, well, there's several reasons. One, unlawful termination, because apparently they were out like getting mani-pedis together or whatever, and I guess she fell and she got injured, so she asked for some time off. And when she asked for the time off, I guess she was off for like a week or something like that, and he ended up firing her because he says like she wasn't working or she wasn't whatever, and she's like, I was injured, like, you know what I mean? Like, I need time off, which, I mean, Karlee, if I got injured, would you give me a day off?
Yes.
You gave me a day off last week, right? Which is why this podcast is so late.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, so like he fired her for that, right? This is what she says. Mm-hmm. And then also there was another thing where she was saying like, without me, like nothing would happen. Mm-hmm. Like I wake him up in the morning, I make sure he gets his videos done, he does everything he has to do, because without me, he's basically lazy and he doesn't do anything. Right? And so she's like, I'm not just his producer, I'm like his personal assistant / manager / everything, because without me, he doesn't do shit all. Right? So she's like, unlawful termination, whatever. And this is the weirdest part. She said that he would make her shave his ass.
Yeah. And brush his teeth, right?
I didn't hear that one.
I think he said that she like makes him get out of bed to brush his teeth or something like that too.
Or something like that. He said she makes him get out of bed to do everything, like whatever.
Yeah.
But she said that he would make her shave his ass.
I don't believe that one. And if he did, it was probably like a joke, or like they're probably French. Like I made her spray tan my asshole, so
yeah.
Like
Now, what would you mean? Like, if she turned around and be like, "Oh, KarleeSteel maybe spray tan her asshole," it's like,
gotta be the day.
No.
Karlee, you really want to get canceled?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say everything she's saying is not true, but.
And let's just be clear. This is different than the believe all women situation.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, which is why, okay, maybe she was on his ass, like, James, do this, do that, do this.
Yeah.
Because we all get in those situations where we don't want to do shit and we need somebody to give us that pick me up.
Of course, yeah.
Right? The way she made it sound was like, all day, every day, all year, she's doing it.
I don't believe that because as much as I don't like some things he does, he is a very hard worker and he's nonstop working.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, you don't get that famous just for no reason. You don't. Like, and even if someone forces you, they can't force you to be on Twitter all day. Like, he has a good, like, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, for her to say that is, like, fucked up, I feel like.
Yeah, and obviously, again, I don't know the extent of the situation, but even the fact, like you're saying about the shaving the ass, like it could have been a joke. I think he did end up saying something. It was like a joke, or like she was in on it. She knew it was like something like that, but then she's like, no, like I was basically like, I guess, harassed or whatever because like he told me to do this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird to me. It's just a weird situation. He's being sued again. But what really bothered me, though, in all honesty, what really, really bothered me from this entire situation is that he's playing the victim again.
Yeah.
Like, if you watched his 7-minute video he put up on Twitter, he's basically saying, like, you know, like, I'm being accused of this, I'm being accused of this, when this never happened. And it's just him playing victim all over again, just like it was with the first set of allegations. So that to me bothers me only for the reason that, like, if you're at that level and you know you're under so much scrutiny, and even if something like this didn't happen, it can't be that 100% of what she's saying is false.
Yeah, exactly.
There's gotta be some truth to it. So admit it. You don't just say, okay, this is not what happened, but this happened. When you come straight out and say everything she says is a lie, you look even more sketchy.
Yeah.
He also said something about, like, her saying that she didn't get paid well, and then him saying they get paid $78,000 a year or something.
Oh.
Which is good for US dollars.
No shit.
He said something about that in the video, I'm pretty sure. Allegedly, I think. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
Something about, I remember the number 70,000 or 78,000 or something.
Okay.
And I feel like she wouldn't be spending all this money on legal fees if she didn't think she was going to win.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's thousands of dollars on legal fees.
But are you saying that in the sense, like, you think that she believes what she's saying so much, which is why she's fighting it?
Yes.
Okay, so.
But also, I already know how court cases work because I've been in like 3. I know how they work. They take things and twist them to make them seem way worse than they are. So like they'll take one. They're basically trying to persuade a judge is what they're trying to do.
Right.
So you'll take the truth of it, but word it in a way where it looks so much worse than it is.
Yeah.
When in reality, that's not what happened. And there's always another side to it. Like, oh, he made me shave his ass. Okay, but like, were you guys joking around? And he said something, but all they say is like, he made me shave his ass.
Exactly. So he made me shave his ass, but like.
What's the context?
It's
But
like,
they don't say that.
This is almost like the whole Joe Rogan situation. I know this, again, this is a very sensitive topic. I don't want to get too much into it, but like the fact that when he said healthy 21-year-olds don't need the vaccine, people took that little bit and they're like, fuck Joe Rogan. He's canceled. He's saying people don't need what he was saying, if you listen to the full conversation, was healthy 21-year-olds don't need the vaccine when we have elderlies who need it a lot more.
Yes. So that makes the whole context different because he's saying that let's give it to the elderly people first, then us.
He's not saying we don't need it, period.
Yeah.
We don't need it when we have elderlies who need it more than we do.
Yes. And that's literally how court cases work. They take something and they just go with it.
It's a shadowed truth. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. It's fucked up, man. But I don't know. James, one thing about him that really fucking bothers me, though, and I get so much anxiety every time I hear this motherfucker talk, is the only thing I can think to myself is blow your fucking nose. He sounds so congested all the time. And
womp, womp, womp. yeah.
But it's just, do you not hear that? Like, every time he talks, it sounds like he's just so congested.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
Blow your fucking nose.
I can't do it.
Hi guys, it's James Charles here.
Yeah, and that's what I sound like. I'm like, guys, I'm not accused of this. It's all false. It's all a lie. I can't even do it.
I might have messaged underage kids, but I swear it wasn't me.
He admitted it.
It was me, but I'm not sorry.
It was me, but I'm not going to say it was me on public. I'll just say it's like, I don't know what the fucking... Your hair down there
It fell out during
scared the shit out of me.
It fell out during the podcast.
I thought it was a snake.
Fake people things.
For those, Karlee's hair is shedding.
We still haven't tricked him with a snake yet.
Please don't.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's close enough. Can we just see it on camera?
Sure. Don't know whose hair this is. They probably growed it out for years.
It was just chilling on the floor, and I thought it was a fucking snake sitting there. I almost shit myself, dude. Fuck. Okay, Dan and Nikki Phillippi.
Who?
I didn't know who they were at first. It was the apology video with putting their dog down.
Right, sorry.
Sick, can you give them a little rundown?
Absolutely, and this pisses me off. I've never heard about them until this whole story happened,
Yeah.
right? And, because remember, I think I told you guys, there's another story that happened a couple years ago with them, too. And let me just summarize. If you don't know who these two are, they are the most attention-seeking, fucking, limelight-thirsty pieces of shit. And that's my personal opinion. Disagree with me, I don't give a fuck. They're recently in the news because what they did was they put their dog of 10 years, okay? He was in the family for 9 or 10 years. They put him down because he nipped their child. And this is the whole story. So the dog was eating, whatever. They have like a 1-year-old child, a 2-year-old child. He's a baby. He's a very young kid. The dog was eating. The kid went up to the dog's food, and then he went to go grab the food. So the dog turned back, and he nipped him, like in the face, right? Not severe damage. There was no, nothing. So what the family did is they put the dog down. They said he's violent, he's this and that.
I'll never mind. I can't say it.
I know. So after they put the dog, before they put the dog down, actually, this is so fucking, oh my God.
This is the kicker.
It gets worse. Before they put the dog down, they did a fucking photo shoot with him.
That's so...
Literally a family photo shoot.
It's so messed up.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's like your grandma dying in hospice and you you hire a photographer and you go next to the hospital bed and you're like...
I thought they were photos of when they first got him and stuff and he's really cute. And then you're like, no, this is right before they put him down.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
It's so stupid.
Mess.
And the reason it really pisses me off, though, is because... Okay, so this is the dog. This laptop is the dog. This is the baby. You're this far apart from this very violent dog that you're saying is a danger to the family.
And it's what do you expect a dog to do when you're taking it's a fucking animal?
Bitch, I'll bite you if you take my food.
Me too. I'll nip a 1-year-old dog.
Most dogs would.
I'll smack fucking.
Oh my God.
Yo, beat it, bro.
I'll boot it right now.
Don't hit your kids.
Yeah, we're obviously I wasn't talking about kids. I was talking about
dogs.
Oh my! I'm not that one girl. You know that one girl who beat her dog on camera by accident?
What?
Do you remember that?
No.
She did a video and she forgot to edit out that part. The dog came and started barking or something, and she grabbed it and started beating the shit out. I don't mean to laugh. Oh my God! I don't mean to laugh. It was just the way that she did it. It's. Okay.
It's messed up. It's not funny. It's fucked. Wait, why do you...
The other F word.
How do you pick up your own animal and beat it?
I don't think she forgot to edit that out. I feel like she kind of did that for publicity.
No. You can tell she forgot to edit it out. I'll show you later.
Okay.
Her dog was taken away.
Oh.
Good.
She spit on it too.
Wait.
Yeah.
Was this the bigger colored woman?
No.
There was another one that I saw that was messed up too.
Another one?
Yeah, there was this.
That was recent.
No, that was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Where she
this
kicked
one
it.
was years ago.
Oh.
That one was sad.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, stop being your fucking animal.
And kids and everything, and stop putting your kids down.
Oh my God.
Stop putting dogs are like kids actually.
They are.
Kappa's like my baby.
My baby.
Okay.
What? Karlee gonna fight me?
Yes. I will fight over my child.
Okay, so anyway, so then what they did is they did the photo shoot, and the child was literally so close to the dog. You're saying this dog is violent, he's vicious, he's this and that. Why is he next to the child? Why is he basically fingers touch, finger length away? And here's the kicker: they said the dog nipped the child's face. It was a bad bite, whatever. Kid's face is fine. There's no scar. There's no scratch. There's nothing on his face.
Yeah.
It's perfectly okay.
And the dog you've had for 10 years.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It was Dan's dog,
Can you even put a dog down for that? Legally? I don't get it.
I don't know if you. I mean, I think what they said was he's just violent. He's vicious. You know what I mean? It was like one of those situations where I guess, like we just said about the court case, they kind of made it seem bigger than it really was.
If I was a veterinarian, I would say no.
Yeah.
I need to be putting it out of pain.
Yeah.
They can do that for the simplest reasons. My dad had a dog when we were growing up. He was a pit bull German Shepherd, and this little kid that was like behind us, we shared a fence, and he always used to come and like poke at my dog while he's at the fence, and we always said like, you need to leave him alone. Like and then he ended up running away, and somebody stole our dog.
Or the kid?
Like, oh no, the kid. Sorry, no, I'm kidding. No, the dog.
Oh, okay.
The dog ran away, and somebody in Windsor had taken our dog and like burnt cigarettes into him and stuff. It was really messed up when we got him back. So he was really miserable after that.
Yeah.
And this kid kept messing with him, and my dog nipped him through the fence a bit. There wasn't much of a bite mark, but there was still scratches, and the neighbor was like, we're gonna call the city, and they ended up putting my dog down.
See, how can you put an animal down for being an animal?
Literally.
If you're bugging my dog and we tell you to leave it alone.
Literally.
Do you expect it to not be an animal?
Yeah. Literally. It's like Harambe.
like- What?
Harambe?
I don't know what that is.
The gorilla.
Yeah, in Cincinnati Zoo.
Oh,
They
yeah.
killed a gorilla because some
yeah.
kid climbed into the fixture.
It just doesn't make sense. That's like putting down a human because they're raising their voice and they're having emotion. It's like, what?
It's valid.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. But these two, like, okay, first of all, it was Dan's dog, okay? It was Dan's family for 10 years, whatever. And these two put out an apology video, okay? And right off the bat, Nikki's attitude pissed me off, which kind of made me realize, or made me feel that she wanted the dog gone. You know what I mean? That she wasn't okay with this dog. The video starts off and she says some words, whatever. She goes to she's like, are you going to say anything? I feel like I'm talking the whole time or some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, relax, you bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for saying that, but if you watch the video,
Can you put that clip in?
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Okay.
This was not a decision we came to lightly. You know, when Dan and I were first talking about this and just how this was all going to unfold and just having conversations around it, one of the things that I said was, I was like, people aren't going to get it. Like, people are going to be upset. And Dan's response was, oh, that was a bird. Dan's response was, nobody's going to be as upset as I'm upset, or as upset as I am. And so that's the position that we're in today. So I feel like, I don't know, do you want to say hi? I feel like I'm just like talking.
Oh my God, it pissed me off so much.
Also, during it, you mentioned her drinking coffee to me, or like the way she sips her coffee. And I don't know what it is about the way it's like almost like she's in like a business meeting and she's just like,
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know why, but the way she sipped her coffee was like not appropriate. That's like being at a funeral and being like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
It sounds so weird because even Karlee didn't really understand what I was saying.
Until you watch it.
Until you watch it.
We're going to put that clip
This
in too.
dumb broad was sipping her coffee like...
Dumb broad.
He's mad.
God.
She was talking as if like you said, at a funeral, or like you're at a fucking coffee shop sitting with your friends.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
I mean, I don't need to get... there's been multiple instances being able to crawl around and nobody knows how to take care of Bowser except for me. The routine is, he's got his normal corner and he's taking...
And then another worst part about it was like she was okay. So when Dan was talking, he's visibly emotional. This was his dog for 10 years.
I don't think he wanted that to happen at all.
The put down?
Yeah.
I agree.
I think she like convinced him.
I think she convinced him. There's something because she's so fake with it, right? So at one point, Dan says something, and when he starts to get like visibly upset, she like has like this quick instant reaction, like she's crying, puts her head like here or something. Like it was so awkward.
I'm glad we didn't travel today and have the worst day. We came back and we all had the best day together. So.
Yeah, so like he said, I'm sorry.
The whole thing was just so awkward. None of it made sense. And then at the end of the video, Dan got up and left or whatever. They cut, and then Dan leaves, and she goes, Dan had to step away for a second. And she's like fake crying. There's like no tears, and she's like, I'm going to read some list. I guess whatever nickname they gave him. She's reading off all the things that she said that the dog like good qualities about him. It's like, you're so such a fraud.
So you're going to put down the dog and then talk about all the good qualities as if that makes it better.
Yeah. But one thing Dan did say, which actually, again, caused a huge uproar, which doesn't make any fucking sense, was He's like, I grew up with the Old Yeller story. Are you guys familiar with it? So Old Yeller is a story about this dog who ended up contracting rabies while protecting his family. And when a dog gets rabies, you have to put it down because it's very contagious to humans and it could be deadly, right? So at that point, you have to put the dog down. So in the story, what they did
Don't they die anyways from rabies?
I don't know if they die.
Humans do.
Don't they like foam at the mouth?
They foam at the mouth and shit, but like if you get bit with that, it's fatal.
Yeah, I know.
So what they had to do in the story, what they did in the story is they took the dog behind the shed and they shot him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. So what Dan said was, he's like, I felt like I grew up on Old Yeller, so I wanted to do that with this dog. Is like, I'm like,
that is not the same.
You wanted to shoot this fucking dog for doing what dogs do, for being a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It makes no fucking sense to me that he said, I wanted to, do what they did in Old Yeller, take him to the backyard and do it myself in the backyard. What? It's like,
He said that? He wanted to do it himself?
I want to do it myself, or he said something along the lines of relating to doing what happened in Old Yeller.
I grew up with the movie Old Yeller, and I wanted to pick Bowser up by the back of the neck and take him into the backyard and put him down right there.
How do you have a dog for 10 years in your family and even have the guts to be able to say that you would like to shoot it yourself?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm telling you. I think it was Nikki who wanted to do it because if you watch the video, he kind of seems like he's sincere. But like I said earlier, they're clout chasing. All they would do is shit for content, it seems. Right? And another example I was going to give you is a couple years ago, they were about to adopt a kid from Thailand. Okay? They were going to adopt a kid from Thailand, but they canceled it because the agency said you're not allowed to film the child or photos or put him on screen or camera for at least a year. And so they said, fuck that, we're not going to adopt.
What?
Yeah.
It's only a year.
Yeah. But doesn't that make you think? It's like you're not adopting the kid to adopt the kid.
Yeah.
You're adopting the kid because you want
content.
content.
That's messed up.
That is, I will throw
You
up
could have
right
given
now.
a child a home.
Yeah. And I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if they did it for another place as well, and the same thing happened there as well. But I know Thailand happened for sure, where they're like, we're not gonna adopt it anymore because we can't film this kid or whatever. And then they made a video at that time saying this is a situation, like we understand this, their rules and whatever, but we're not gonna end up adopting. And like they made it, they're kind of asking for like sympathy points, and obviously they got ridiculed then.
They probably made an excuse. It's like, this is our life, and we want our kid to be part of our life. And how are we supposed to work if we can't film it? That's probably their excuse.
But your friend, she comes around, hangs out. You don't film her all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's manageable. It's not like you have to film the
They
child.
have enough money, too, to get a nanny for when they want to film.
100%. Unless they were using the child strictly as like the core of the content.
I've always thought about this. I wonder, like, about the child labor laws, because I feel like if my parents were... Is everything good?
Yeah.
If my parents had me on camera and having me pose for thumbnails, having me do all this stuff when I was a kid, and I was like 18, right? And say they were like, they didn't give me any money out of that.
Right.
I would be fucking pissed. I think I would sue them. You can't have a kid making you money and you don't give them any.
Isn't that kind of like what happens with Disney actors when they're underage? Like all the parents get paid?
Yes.
How does that work? Because,
I think.
From what I've heard and what I've read is like let's say if you're under 18, the parents get the money. Oh shit. The parents get the money, but then I guess they put it, it's like, for example, I'll take my kid's money, but I'll save it until they're 18 or whatever.
And
but
they get all of it?
I think they end up getting paid under something like that. Because you can't, I don't know how it works. I don't know the exact things. But that's kind of like what happened with Britney Spears, right?
Yeah.
It's like her dad took all of her money.
It's just so fun. I wonder if like in a couple, like, I don't know, if in like 10 years after like all the kids become adults, if they're ever going to be like, hello, where's my money? Or like, if it's going to be causing like huge like child labor laws. Like there's going to be something that's going to have to change because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird to...
And like with YouTube too, like with a movie, it's different because like the parents aren't in it. The kid is the one doing the work, right? But when you're a YouTuber, you're also in it, you're editing it. So it's like, how do you know, say if they did get older and they're like, oh, I want some money from it. It's like, how do you tell the difference between what the kid should get and what they shouldn't? Because it could be a 20-minute vlog and they could be in 10 minutes of it and in a thumbnail, but you edited it and you did the work. So now what? Now it's both of your money because... when you're famous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is how I look at it personally. Again, I'm new to this whole thing, so I don't really know how the constructs, percentages, all that shit works. But the way I look at it is like, if I'm using my kid in a video, I would put 50% of the earnings towards my child. Not because I'm like, oh, like I'm not looking at it like a business transaction. Like my child gets this percentage. I did this much work, whatever. I'm like, this is my fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like I'll put some revenue towards his savings for when he's 18 or when he goes to college.
That makes sense. Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying?
And also, I feel like there's a difference too between just like vlogging normal stuff and then making your kid say things and pose for like
exactly.
Like if you're making them pose for a thumbnail, like how the Ace family does with their kids, like being like, that's a fucking problem to me. I don't know why.
Do you think that's like exploitation?
A little bit, yeah. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
Do you know how hard it is to be on YouTube mentally? Mm-hmm. And you're gonna put a kid in that situation, like when they're like, even when they're 15.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to read comments. They're already going to have followers. They're never going to be normal, and they didn't choose that. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But, okay, so now based off that, you know, I forget what the kid's name is, but he's, like, famous for, like, unboxing games and, like, toys and shit.
Ryan's?
Is that who it is? Like, he's the core piece of the content. Obviously, he's not filming and editing.
Ryan's World?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
My brother watches him.
Like, he's
exactly.
He's not filming and editing, obviously, himself.
He probably doesn't even know. Like,
parents probably just sat him down, like, hey, do this, whatever, but, like, do you think Ryan is getting paid 90%, 80% because it's his name on the logo, it's his name on, it's his face on the screen? You know what I'm saying? Like in situations like that, like how does it work? Now,
I know.
Now, it'd be fucked up if the parents were just taking advantage of their own child, but I'd be okay with it if the parents are like, oh, Ryan is the face of this product. We're just making this for him. Everything that comes in goes towards his savings.
But it's hard because like the parents are the ones probably editing it and stuff. So they'll
probably take a portion for themselves to pay bills or whatever.
But it's just crazy because how you can't, this is what I'm saying is there's going to, one day, I promise you there's going to be some type of law against it because it's just too complicated. It's like, did they consent to it? Do they even know how much money? Like how do you get to decide who gets what? It just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's different if you're just vlogging.
Yeah,
But,
I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just pay me what you bill me. Okay. No, but yeah, I don't know. If I ever had a kid and they wanted to get into video and stuff like that, obviously they don't know how to work a camera and shit, so I would do it for them. Mm-hmm. But if they're like, this is what I want to do, it's like, okay, here, I would teach them how to do it. If they wanted to start young, let them experiment with it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Try it out. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
I would look at it if they're like, oh, can you edit the video for me? It's like, sure, I'll edit it for you. But I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not going to take a portion and be like, I did this much work, son. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. If I was Ryan's parents, I'd be like, okay, I'll take some to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. But that's your money. That's his money. Because I'm sure his parents also have jobs that they're working and shit. You don't think so?
Did you see how much money he made in the year? It was like $3 million or something.
No,
Yeah.
Is that popping?
Listen, watch.
I didn't know it was that popping.
He has an app.
When it was posted, my stepdad was like, I'm going to put your brother on YouTube. I said, good luck.
Ryan's World Net Worth. He made $32 million.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. Estimated net worth in 2021 is $32 million. They don't have normal jobs, sick. Come on.
Yeah, they don't got normal jobs.
No.
Okay,
and they're going to put say if they bought $1 million house, they're going to put $31 million inside of their kids' savings.
No, but
they have two other kids, by the way.
This is what I would do, personally. This is what I would do, right? This is how I would break down the $32 million. I would take $16 million, 50% of it, okay? Divvy it up amongst my kids.
But why?
Because...
But it's Ryan's world.
No,
it's Ryan's face.
Hold on.
Okay.
Don't question my parenting methods.
But the kid's going to grow up and be like, why did my siblings get shit that I did?
No, right. Now, here's the thing. $16 million goes to my children.
Okay.
Find out.
Okay.
The other $16 million, right, goes towards Ryan's... Not full 16. Maybe $10 million of it goes towards Ryan's, future savings, all other shit, right? Now you're left with $6 million. Mm-hmm. Bills, whatever. House stuff. And then whatever's left over, pocket money from mom and dad.
But that's not fair still, because why did Ryan only get up literally just some of it and his siblings got some, even though they're not in it?
See, I see where you're coming from 100%.
I'd be pissed if I grew up and I was like, oh, I did all the work and my siblings got to just fucking...
Yeah. I think that's a mindset situation too, because for me, I would be like, if I'm in that position where I'm like, I'm working and my siblings aren't working and I'm making all this money, I'm like, fuck it. If I can support you, y'all need to work.
But what if it wasn't 32 million and it was $1 million? Then what?
Oh, then I wouldn't. I would give them a little bit. Like I've always said this myself too. If I swear to God, I've said this myself too. If I have $100,000, $100,000, that's not a lot of money.
No.
For me, the way I grew up, $100,000 is like you hit the fucking lottery. Okay, I don't come from a lot of money. So if I ever had, I told people, I'm like, if I ever had $100,000, I would divvy it up with my parents. I would give them at least half. I would give my parents at least half of the 100,000. The rest, I'll give my siblings a little bit.
You mean like $100,000 just sitting there? Like you want it?
Yeah, just like spending money. Like if I had $100,000 spending money, right? My parents are getting 50% right off bat, no questions asked. Okay? My pocket money is going to be equivalent. I'm going to divvy the rest up between me and my siblings.
Can I be your sibling?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. And I've said that before to several people too. I'm like, because again, I understand the value of money, but I also understand the upbringing that we had, right? And
Makes
the situation
sense.
we came from.
Yeah.
So the way I divvy my money up, it's like if I'm in a position to help my family, I'm not saying my uncles and cousins, all that. No, that's far. Mm-hmm. My immediate family.
Yeah. Makes sense.
My household, yes. So if I'm in a position to help them better their financial situation a little bit, because I don't need $100,000. I don't need $25,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure, it's nice to have, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
So if I'm ever in that position, like I told my family, you guys are obviously getting your percentages like that. So.
Aww.
So nice.
Yeah.
Ending on that note.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
Okay, guys. Well, that was it for our episode. Thank you to my Patreon members for being patient this week. If you guys are not on my Patreon, go over there. You get the podcast a week early. You get access to lives. We do like 3 a week Zoom calls. It's really fun. We do get ready with me's over there. 2 extra videos a week of just like anything that I want to do. We do sexual Q&As. We do truth or drinks. We do a lot of things. So you guys can go over there and check that out. You can follow us all on Instagram. And yeah, is there anything you guys want to say?
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Six Visions Media. And because I'm currently in the midst of moving offices, I do interviews on there like that. And like for me, I know it's like crazy, but like 100 views for me is like a lot because I only have like 100 subscribers. But I'm trying to get to a point where, make some money fucking one day. But go subscribe to my YouTube channel because once my office is up and running, I'm gonna be having a lot more content coming up. It's just been a fucking stressful 2 fucking months. So go over there and hit subscribe.
Bye.
That's it? That's all you gotta say?
Yep.
Okay.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next Monday. Bye.